Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thank you for watching us today. We're in Silicon Valley this week and we're meeting with some of the best and brightest new and up-and-coming companies. And on our program at the moment is Howard Dratler, the CEO of Panzura. Howard, how are you?
Good, Richard. How you doing?
Fantastic. By the way, when you call me Richard, I think I did something wrong. So did I screw something up?
No, you're good.
My parents used to do that all the time.
Yeah, right. we'll see how the interview goes. How's that?
All right, I'll take it easy on you. So tell me a little bit about your company.
Well, Panzura is a cloud storage gateway company, and so what we do is we enable the large enterprises and global enterprises to use the cloud very effectively and meet the requirements of performance, reliability, and security.
Okay, so cloud right now is obviously one of the hot areas of growth, investment, interest.
Yep.
How is the last few years of unbelievable, I don't want to use the word hype, but let's say hype and excitement affected your business?
Well, I think for all companies that were working in and around cloud storage, I think the hype, in many ways, it created a lot of interest in the cloud, but at the same time, it created unreasonable expectations about how quickly enterprises might adopt. And I think what we're seeing now is finally, after a couple of years of not just hype, but companies really coming out with products that actually work and can be used by an enterprise and meet the requirements that they do have for data storage, which are pretty significant. You're starting to see projects come to fruition and products being put into production. And I think we've seen, last couple of months even, a pretty big jump in the number of companies looking to do projects that are cloud-based. So I think it's the blessing and the curse a little bit. The blessing kind of was, we got a lot of interest in the cloud and a lot of attention in the enterprise specifically, and the curse was it took a little bit longer, but good news is that I think things are starting to really open up.
So that's really good.
It's good. I'm so excited to be part of this, the company and the space, because it's so exciting to see. We're right at the point where the enterprise, I think the large enterprises are really looking at the storage model that they've had for the last several years and realizing it's not really sustainable. And the cloud is a fantastic alternative to what they've historically done in storage. So we're happy to be part of that.
Is there an issue at all for companies in terms of performance of cloud-based storage?
There absolutely is. I mean, typically, if you're looking at the cloud as a direct replacement for on-premise storage, you're going to have issues in terms of performance, you may have issues in terms of reliability, and you may have issues in terms of security as well. And that's really where Panzura plays. We're able to, I want to say, mask some of the latency that an enterprise might see using the cloud directly and provide them performance that's much more like an on-premise storage device would be. Similarly, the way we're architected, we provide a scale-out architecture that provides very, very high levels of reliability to the enterprise. So again, more accustomed to what they've had in the past in terms of on-premise devices and the reliability they've historically gotten from those devices. And then finally, from a security point of view, what we're able to do with our security model, and we work with the Active Directory security model as well, I should mention, but what we're able to do in terms of encryption of data in the cloud provides complete protection for the enterprise. So again, addressing some of the concerns that they've had in terms of adoption, we've taken those away, and now they look at this as a real viable storage alternative.
And it's something that you can scale, right? You can start with a small trial.
Absolutely. A lot of our customers, in fact, are going from a single instance of the Panzura product, and then once they prove that they like the performance, they like the reliability, they like the security of it, they're able to actually then take advantage of putting multiple Panzura controllers working essentially in unison to address much larger storage requirements. Right. And a simple example would be, a large financial institution may has an office in New York, maybe in London, Tokyo, Singapore, and they want to have access to a common set of data from all those locations. Well, Panzura's global file system gives them the ability to do that, and they can do that with the cloud, in the public cloud environment, they can do it in the private cloud environment, or in some cases our customers are actually using on-premise storage devices with us to provide that.
So that's kind of like a caching
it has a lot, yeah, it does have it does provide write buffer to the cloud and also read cache on the way in, absolutely.
Now, on the back-end storage, is it your solution?
No, we work with all of the major cloud vendors that are out there and all the on-premise
So
storage
you're
devices.
just improving it, right? You're making it more secure, you're making it faster.
Absolutely, making it more performant, more reliable, highly secure, and allowing the enterprise to take advantage of the economic benefits of the cloud that have been promised and they're now starting to see. Definitely.
Because if you just go straight cloud storage, you get the productivity issues with latency.
You're going to get productivity issues with latency in a lot of cases. You know, the reliability of access to the data may be, you know, dependent on network connections and a whole variety of things that are in between the cloud and the end user who wants to consume that data. What we're able to do is mask a lot of that. And again, you know, putting your data off-site has been a big hurdle as well. And so the security issues that a lot of enterprises have expressed concern about, you know, we're able to address with our security model.
Now, what about the competitive set? How do you look at your competitors and differentiate?
Well, I think most of what we see is that, you know, our scale-out architecture, our global file system are huge differentiators for us because there are relatively few others who have done that with their cloud gateways. But I would also say when you look at security, what we've done there, it's a big differentiator from what anybody else has done. And then the other side of it is just even with a single box, the performance characteristics of what we're able to do to the cloud, in and out of the cloud, is much better than what our competitors are doing today. So all those things really offer points of differentiation for us.
What's next?
Well, I think the biggest thing for us next is we're adding a couple of features to the product. We've had customers who've asked for a variety of things. You know, we're enhancing the product in that regard. We're going to port. Right now, we work on a fixed set of hardware. And we sell our appliance either in software model or in a hardware model. But in the hardware model, it's a fixed set of vendors. We're expanding the number of vendors that we're going to work with. So there's a variety of things on the horizon that I think are going to give us just more reach into the marketplace.
That's great. So I guess I must have done a good job because the interview's over and you can call me Rich.
And I'll call you Rich now. How's that?
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You bet.